Hey guys, Dave here, and we just pulled up on location on this home remodeling project. Just a couple of days ago, we had the excavators on site. We're gonna get out, go take a look at it. We have the demo crew in there now also stripping down the interior of this house. So let's go in and we'll take a look at the job site. Okay guys, so this is the house, and just to recap, we had pulled off the whole front porch. We pulled out a detached garage, and you can see all the excavation around the house. We dug out the footings, and we had a lot going on here right now. So let's go in, we'll step in and take a look at some of the footing work and the forms that we have here. Okay, so the very first thing we did is we also already changed the water main service going out to the street. That's in this area here. You can see that pin right there. We had that changed. We had the water company here shut off the water and then come back later on and turn it back on. So that's the first thing we did. Yesterday we had the cement poured, and this is the new front steps that are going in over by the front door. Now this door is all coming out, the siding's coming off, the windows, everything's getting stripped down on this house. This is going to get a approximately an 8-foot wide staircase here with a double door leading into the house. And as we step over to the side here, you can see the size, the magnitude of this particular remodel and what's going to happen here. So from this point, literally from this footing here, let me just zoom out a little bit. So from this point here going back, we're going to be adding on to this house. There's going to be a den over here. There's going to be a guest bedroom over there, and that area in the back there is going to be a 2-car garage. There's going to be a deck going out to the side yard here. As you can see, that roped off area over there. We had a 1,000-gallon seepage pit installed already. We take care of everything here. Everything you're looking at, we took care of. And what's going to happen inside, the whole first floor is going to get completely opened up. So the whole first floor, and then when we build all this, we're going straight up over the entire structure and the house. This top floor is coming off, and we're going to be going over the entire structure. It's going to be a really big remodel, and we're just a couple of days in with the footings here, and everything's moving along very quick. Okay, so here's another angle from the backyard, and here's the 2-car garage. Look at the size of the footings here. Everything has been coordinated, arranged by us, and we are moving through this quickly. We had the we're gonna have the block delivery tomorrow, containers delivered for the interior demolition, and by next week we'll have all the walls up, backfilled, inspected, and ready to pour the slabs. And then let's take a look at this pit over here, this 1,000-gallon seepage pit. This is for the water runoff of the leaders and the gutters, and that's going to be directed into this pit. And you can see the hole here. Now we're going to direct piping from all the way over there into this 1,000-gallon seepage pit, and then when it's that we run the piping in, we will cover this up. We had it inspected, it passed, and all this dirt will get leveled off. We'll have the dirt, all the dirt that you're looking at here, leveled off and filled in for the slabs and for the crawl space, and then any extra we'll take out of here. Guys, if you're remodeling your home, some towns require your remodel to include a seepage pit. It could be a 500-gallon, it could be a 1,000-gallon, it could be several 1,000-gallon pits. In this case, we installed a 1,000-gallon seepage pit in the backyard, and the reason for it is the town will require that the water from the roof be directed down your leader pipes into underground pipes directed into the seepage pit. And not all towns require this, but the towns that do, you have to comply, and you'll need an engineer report, a site survey. All this we take care of. All right guys, so we're going to go in the house now. We have the demo crew in there, and we're going to go take a look at all the work that's about to begin on the inside of this house. There is 2 full floors, and they're going to be stripped down to the studs, to the ceiling beams, to the floor joists, and then when that's completed, they're going to do the outside of the house to the original sheeting. So let's go in there and we'll take a look. All right, so we're going to go through the door here. We pulled the door out because this area is going to get closed up and our foundation is going to meet this height. And as we go in there, you can see we'll go down to the basement first. We already had a French drain installed here the other day. You can see the perimeter. You leave that gap there to pick up any water runoff. And here's two footing areas that are going to be necessary that we had to incorporate, and this will be load-bearing columns sitting on these two areas right here for the staircase above. And if you look over here, you can see actually they just poured the concrete literally yesterday. It's still drying. And then we ran a sump pump over in this corner, and this French drain will pick up any future water rising up from below or coming in from the walls, if it did bleed through the walls, it would drip down and go into the 1.5-inch gap that we have going around the perimeter there. So you can see how nice and efficient this is. Under that insulation is the new service meter that we just had installed. We mentioned earlier the service going out to the street that was just changed, so that's just being insulated a little bit. And we'll go upstairs and take a look. Alright, let's go upstairs. Alright, so you can see the kitchen here. We're pulling down the old kitchen, room by room, and we're just pulling out all the material. You can see over here, everything you're looking at, everything in this house is getting stripped down. Room by room, the ceiling, the walls, all the windows, everything's coming out of here. The floor, even the floor is coming up. All gonna be trashed. Let's go upstairs. This staircase is getting moved. The door is getting opened up. The walls are getting opened up. This is going to be one big open floor plan, and then it's going to step out into the addition. Let's go upstairs and see what it looks like up here. We have the top floor. You can see everything's been stripped down already. And look at this room. Everything's ready. It's already been stripped out. We're just going to take the windows off and throw all this material into the containers. There's barely any insulation in this house. You can see how there's no insulation up here. It's just it was this old rock wool, and there's really I don't see any insulation. Some of it, the walls are slightly, but it's nothing extensive. There's some back there. But back when they built these houses, energy was cheaper, and it wasn't a concern because they weren't paying high amounts for the cost of oil, gas to heat the homes, so they weren't well insulated. Now things have completely changed, of course. But yeah, we're gonna be stripping this completely down. This whole area from the floor up is getting ripped off, and then you can see we're going out to above those footings out there. So we're expanding out that way. We're going out that way as well. Hey guys, if you haven't done so already, click on the subscribe button, click the like button. We'd really appreciate it. And you'll see a lot of great content, all original, all filmed on location in New Jersey.